And wrapping up earlier today, the 2023 Wing Wars of Acadiana at Park International in downtown Lafayette. And now the people and judges have spoken. On your screen are the first place winners for each division. The top winners of today's competition are also listed there on your screen. Beating out the rest of the competition and claiming the top prize of this year's overall champion is ATF Bistro. All proceeds once again from today's event go toward the Gifting Grace Project, a local nonprofit supporting children and teens experiencing homelessness. And dozens of indigenous tribes gathering in Marksville today and this weekend to celebrate their history and culture through a powwow hosted by the Tunica Biloxi tribe. After a 3-year pandemic hiatus, many are excited to share their heritage and dress with each other once again. As our Mia Smith reports, their stories stretch far beyond what the eyes can see.
That technology goes back probably 40,000 years.
Meet Tom Strong Buffalo. Tom has attended the Tunica Biloxi powwow since its origins 25 years ago. The innovative tools that served many purposes once upon a time also shape cultural and historical remnants seen this year at the tribal grounds in Marksville. Member of the Tunica Biloxi tribe, Jean-Luc Pierre, says everything he is wearing is gifted or shared among family.
This is me carrying my sister, carrying my mom, carrying all the different family members and community members.
The colors, sites, prints, and fabrics all hold deep meaning. Trading and repurposing are also common in the community.
I got this. What's that? That's a neck knife. So I said, throw in a little something else and we got a trade.
Nevertheless, the Tunica Biloxi powwow is a meeting place for all to learn about the sentiments shared across generations.
Yeah, my favorite part is having all our tribal citizens from all over the United States to come back home. They're staying in Chicago, they're staying in Houston, they're staying in the United Kingdom, all over the world. And they come down once a year to come celebrate our powwow.
In Marksville, Mia Smith, KATC TV3.
Well, still to come on TV3 at 10, a Mardi Gras legend in New Orleans founding one of the most popular crews has died. More on the life of Ed Muniz when we return.
And showers and a few storms continue to plague portions of the area. One moving right through Lafayette Parish. We'll have the very latest and the True View forecast coming up right after the break.
From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, it was big summer heat today. Our normal high in the middle of July into August is 93 degrees, and that's where we were this afternoon. And the hottest reading so far for the spring season. Yes, Summer's not officially here for another month. 73 the morning start. That's also close to normal for the middle of the summer. 2 degrees shy of the record, but fortunately, we had a nice little cool front that's pushing on through at this hour. So let's bring it over to the wall, show you what's going on across the U.S. And a ridge of high pressure is trying to build into the area, but the main thrust of this high is not so much to the south. It's going more toward the east. So this is kind of the tail end of a frontal boundary. Not much of a cool front, but it will be some 10 degrees cooler tomorrow than compared to today. We still have showers and thunder showers in the region. A couple of thunderstorm clusters, one close to home, the other one south and east of New Orleans and pushing eastward, but the one close to home impacting portions of Acadia Parish through Lafayette Parish and into northern Vermilion Parish. This has been a slow-moving cell. It's been weakening slowly across Acadia Parish after putting down an inch or two of rain in some spots, and it's still coming down pretty heavily as we get over toward the Maurice area. You can see some very heavy downpours here, some cloud-to-ground lightning in the area, and maybe even some pea-sized hail as well. And for some reason, Siri thought I was talking to her on the watch. I don't know what that was all about, but nonetheless, here we go. And sometimes you'll say something and, you know, your technology kind of scares you here. Here we have showers all the way over to the Youngsville area, LA 339, Vero School Road. So it's raining on the south side of town from, say, about Calise Saloon on southeastward, and it will be raining toward Broussard shortly. Another small cell east of Sharrington, that's moving out of the area. These showers will fall apart over the next hour or two, diminish around midnight or so, and then drier air will move in. But we're going to stay cloudy. Temperatures near 70 tomorrow morning. The clouds stay with us. We'll keep just a 10% chance of an isolated shower along the coastal parishes, and then maybe a little bit more pleasant tomorrow night, but dew points getting down into the upper 50s as we get into tomorrow night, so you'll feel the difference. Now, the computer model painting some showers. Most of this may not reach the ground, but we might see a sprinkle on Monday, but no serious rains in the forecast anytime soon. Upper 60s, lower 70s overnight tonight. Then tomorrow, temperatures getting only into the low to mid 80s, so some 10 degrees cooler than today. Tomorrow night, upper 60s to lower 70s. And if we clear out, we're going to be a little bit cooler with those dew points in the upper 50s. It's going to feel a lot better. And as we head into Monday, mid 80s with comfortable humidity once again. So overnight tonight, showers and storms ending around midnight thereabouts. A lingering cloud cover. North winds arriving later on tonight. You'll feel the breeze. Some folks already feeling that across the area. And then as we head into tomorrow, we're going to see another mostly cloudy day. 83, 84 the projected high, but a nice breeze for the afternoon with the lingering cloud cover. Just a few peaks of the sun tomorrow, and that breeze out of the north-northeast at about 6 to 14 will feel good, more comfortable over the next couple of days. Temperatures, though, gradually warm up. We do have a few showers or maybe even a thunderstorm as we head toward Wednesday, and then by Thursday, Friday, we start to dry out, and next weekend, the big Memorial weekend, is looking good, but getting hot once again.
Things to look forward to. I know I'm excited for that holiday weekend, and
Yes.
you know, hopefully some okay weather to go with it.
Exactly, and it's easier on the weather person when the weather's quiet through the big holiday weekend.
Exactly, no
Right,
complaints here.
right,
Thanks,
right.
Rob. Well, still to come on TV3 at 10, a big accomplishment by the Louisiana Civil Air Patrol today. What exactly members did and what it means moving forward after this. Thanks for sticking with us. In state news, former Kenner Mayor and Crew of Endymion founder Ed Muniz has died. Muniz founded the Super Crew in 1966, captaining it into one of the pillars of Mardi Gras parades. He was also known for his career in New Orleans radio, and Muniz served Kenner and Jefferson Parish councils from 1987 until 2003, later elected mayor of Kenner in 2006. And the Louisiana wing of the Civil Air Patrol is ready for emergencies after the local chapter passed a series of tests earlier today. The approval issued by the U.S. Air Force. Today, patrol members performed a mock incident while being graded by federal officials. WBRZ's Katie Easter spoke with some of the pilots as they finished their training.
Lieutenant Floyd Miles had a safe landing after he flew around for 2 hours searching for a mock plane crash.
Really definite, and I can attest that it was, it wasn't any doubt that it was an airplane shape. on the ground.
Helping with search and rescues is something he has been doing for several decades, but on Saturday, it was all for a test.
We've been here evaluating a multitude of different tasks and responsibilities that Civil Air Patrol performs here locally and in other states around this region.
Officials from the U.S. Air Force and the Civil Air Patrol came out to make sure the Louisiana wing is on track to successfully help out during emergency situations.
Been able to accomplish all of our objectives. We've done it safely, and we've got a few crews and air crews R2B right now, but everything's went well.
We have almost 800 volunteers here in Louisiana are just doing a great job. They are proving that they're ready to do the missions for America.
It's a day they have been practicing for 4 weeks.
It gives us an opportunity without the pressure of worrying about someone to be able to exercise it that way once it comes time for us to actually do it. It's not pressured because we know exactly what we need to do to make it happen.
In Baton Rouge, Katie Easter, WBRZ News.
Well, still to come on Acadiana's news channel at 10, Brittany Griner making her WNBA return after nearly 10 months in a Russian prison. What she has to say about her transition back to the hardwood next. Thanks for sticking with us. Brittany Griner making an emotional and impressive return to the WNBA after nearly 10 months in a Russian prison. The Phoenix Mercury Center receiving a standing ovation and a hug from Vice President Kamala Harris in her first official game since she was arrested last year in Moscow. Tonight, her words about the national anthem and what she says she values now more than ever. Here's ABC's Zareen Shah.
Brittany Griner making a triumphant and emotional return to the WNBA. A crowd of more than 10,000 people on their feet.
The love from, the fans when I came out was amazing.
This was Griner's first official game since Russia detained her for more than 10 months, accused of carrying vape cartridges containing cannabis oil. The White House negotiated a high-level prisoner swap to secure Griner's release in December.
Thank you for all that you did in supporting Brittany. The team is a team, that's family.
Vice President Kamala Harris in the Mercury locker room before the game.
Over to Griner with the elbow jump shot.
Griner scoring 18 points and grabbing 6 rebounds, but the Phoenix losing to the LA Sparks 94-71. Griner also describing the new meaning the national anthem now holds for her.
I was literally in a cage and could not stand the way I wanted to. Just being able to hear my national anthem, see my flag, I definitely want to stand.
And she says she also values the small moments more than ever.
Just appreciating everything because, tomorrow's not guaranteed.
And one more thing that Griner no doubt appreciated, some of sports' biggest stars, including tennis legend Billie Jean King and Lakers icon Magic Johnson, came to support her. Griner will be back on the court tomorrow when the Phoenix Mercury take on the Chicago Sky. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, don't go anywhere. Still to come in sports, the Ragin' Cajun softball team with one more chance to stay alive in tonight's elimination game against Omaha. Did they survive? Find out when we return.
It's time for sports with KATC's Megan Glover.
We got to get momentum going. We got to get our bats going, get our confidence back at the plate, and make some better, quicker adjustments and tag hits together, get scoring.
A very tough showing for Louisiana, taking on LSU. Early runs from the Tigers would sour the start of their day, being shut out for the first time all season, 4-0. But as Notorious B.I.G. once said, one more chance, I'm not going to sing it, as UL still has a shot at the winner's bracket. Speaking of one more chance, so does Omaha, who Louisiana shut out in Game 1 on yesterday. With 2 on, Lauren Allred drives down the left field line. That's enough time to score Stormy Kotzelnick and Sophie Piscos, the Cajuns with a 2-zip advantage early. But here's when the fun gets going. 4th inning, Alexa Langoliers, that ball just landing down the street at Lamson. That's her 12th on the year as UL extends to a 3-0 lead. But wait, there's more. Runners in scoring position as Piscos finds a gap in center field. A 2-run single for her, and the Cajuns not letting up in this one. But hey, it ain't no fun if Laney Crater can't get some. Another 2-run single. The Cajuns now 8-zip. All of these runs in the fourth, by the way. And before you know it, the Cajuns shutting out the Mavericks again, 9-0. Jamarcus Fitzpatrick has more from Tiger Park.
Louisiana softball flips the switch after being shut out earlier in the day against LSU. They pitch a shutout